Hey everyone, this is Dean. Thanks for dropping by. In this video today, we're going to pull apart this Sirui W2204 tripod. We're going to clean it and put it back together again. Righto, we're going to strip this down for cleaning. Let's start by taking the center column out. Just undo this bottom piece here. That bottom half will come off. Just loosen that off. Take the center out. I'll show you how to strip a leg. The only tools you're going to need for this are actually two Allen keys to undo the pivot pin up here. Now grab one of your Allen keys. The Sirui's got a hole in here. We can just undo that. I'm going to take the feet out. Just part of the cleaning process is to clean these threads and re-grease them. So get yourself a little container, throw all your bits in. Now really easy to strip this. All you do is undo that knuckle. Just keep undoing it until the leg comes off. It will come out and there's two sleeves here, so just make sure you don't lose those. Okay, take those guys off. And then the same for the other two sections. And one more. As you can see, it's really quick and easy. And then we'll just undo these two here to remove that leg section. Now, if you're happy with how these feel, then you don't have to pull this apart. I'm just going to pull mine apart because when I re-greased it last time, I didn't actually use the right grease. So I want to get these out, strip them, clean them, and get the right grease in. So we just loosen those off. So in here we've got a screw on either side. Just push the pin out. There's a washer there. There's 4 washers all up. So just be careful when you pull this apart, you don't lose the washers. So there should be one sitting in there. And then there will be 2 washers, one on either side, little brass washers sitting in there. Just pop those out. And that's it, that's the leg completely stripped. Strip down these other 2 and we'll chuck them in a tub and give them a wash. So time to do some cleaning. Just throw everything in here, hot soapy water. I just use dishwashing liquid and just get yourself a cloth. Give all your legs just a wipe down. Okay, give them a bit of a soak to clean the inside of them. Get yourself an old toothbrush or some sort of a brush and then just brush the end where the thread is. Get all the old grease out, any dirt or sand or anything that's in there, and also just give those sleeves a really good clean as well. Once everything's clean, just rinse it in fresh water, let it dry, and then you're ready to assemble. Okay, once everything's clean, you're ready to assemble. Just lay all your bits out, make sure you've got everything. I like to lay it out in order so I know where it all is and I haven't got anything that's missing. Now I've already done 2 legs here, so I'll show you how to do the last leg. We'll start by putting this guy onto the spider here and then we'll assemble the legs. Now the only tools you're going to need are 2 Allen keys to do this guy here up, and you do need some lubricant. So what I've found out is that the correct lube is a silicone lubricant. Now if you're in Australia, I've actually got this stuff on my website. You can purchase it off me. If you are outside of Australia, then just do a Google search and find someone that can supply you with some silicone lubricant. Okay, now to put this fella onto here, we've got 4 washers and the pin and 2 screws. Now you're going to need to really carefully look at your washers and identify which 2 have the little slot and which 2 are just perfectly round. So you probably won't be able to see this on the video, but on the inside in here there's a little flat. So it's very hard to see, it's only very small, and that then locates onto the end of this pin. So they're the two outside ones, and then the two that are perfectly round are the ones that go on here. So let's put a little bit of grease, just a little smear of grease on both sides of here. It didn't really go where I wanted it to go. The other thing you're going to need is just a little cloth just to wipe all the excess grease off. And these will then locate into a little sort of slot in there. And then another little bit of, just a very small smear of grease on the outside of those washers. And do your pin. And while you've got your pin, grab one of your washers and locate it on there. Okay, so just spin it around until it locates on that little lug. And then grab the leg. This little flip lock, you want to make sure that's up out of the way. And this is the real tricky bit, and that washer's just come off. Slide him on there. You might want to turn him over so you can actually see where the hole is. Just going to get that pin and then I'll put the washer back on. Yep, so just slide him in. Once he slides in, we need to put that washer back on. Where's that flat down there? So it is a little bit tricky, but once it's in, it's in. Now there's still enough grease on there, so I'll just thread him in. Only do him up halfway, don't do him all the way down, because if you go all the way down, then it won't protrude through the other side and you won't be able to get the washer on. Okay, so push him through. Just have a look and work out where that flat is. I can see it there now. Okay, that washer in there that's got grease on it. Now, that's where you need 2 Allen keys. And then just start screwing those in until they tighten. Just get rid of that excess grease off there. Tighten that up, and that leg should be just nice, beautiful. Rightio. So that is on. Now it's time to assemble these legs. Now this thread, I've greased all of these. You want to grease all your threads. So the only one I've got left to do is this one here. So just a smear of grease on the thread and on the seal. So there's a seal on this end. Again, you just want a nice sort of coating. You don't want excess. And grab the knuckle that goes in, because there's a seal on the inside of here. So we need to get a little bit of grease on that as well. So just work that grease in onto that seal. Put a little bit more on that, I think. Once that's greased up, you won't need that anymore. Oh, you'll only need it for the foot actually, but we'll do that later. So we'll just get any excess grease off away from here. Okay, we're ready to assemble the legs. So we start with the next leg down, which is this one here. we need to put the collar on first. Okay, grab these two big ones. Now these only go on one way. If you can see in there, you've got a big circle and then a half circle. So that will match up with that hole there and the little cutout. So one on there, one on there. You want to just hold those with your fingers. And Sirui have done something very clever, as in they've put there's a white mark here. So that matches up with the groove made in here. So where these two sleeves go on, there's a groove that's left. So that just lines up. Oh, that just came off then. That's where these have to be on nice and straight. Where's that line up? Okay, there we go. So that just slides in and then we just lock him up. I'll just pull that one out a little bit. That's it, that's one leg in. Just the same for the others. Just repeat that process until you get to the end. Okay, that's all done. Just give that a little bit of wipe off if you have got any excess grease anywhere. Now, as I said, I like to re-grease this foot. So we'll just get a bit of this silicone lube on the thread. And also want to get a bit on this surface here where it mates up onto this guy. That'll just help stop any corrosion happening, because this sits in the salt water quite a bit when I'm shooting. So it's important that that doesn't seize up on me. And just lock that in there. Just grab your Allen key and then just nip that up. Right, that is done. Now what's left is to put the center column in. So this bit here, just undo that. And then you can put a little bit on the end of this thread as well. This only goes one way, it locates. There's the groove there. So just locate that groove, do him up. And there we go, that is done. Ready to rock and roll for another 3 years. Let's just see how they feel. Yep, so it's just little bits of excess grease from those knuckles you might want to just clean off. Beautiful. So there you go, that's how you pull apart your Sirui tripod, how to clean it, and how to put it all back together again. Hope you found that useful. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao. Go onto your, Jesus. Oh shit.